Pickems, just three guys going over which esports, talk about each and every week, bets, what we're betting on, everything like that. Pickems, power rankings, bets, what you guys should be betting on, and what we're putting our money on. Right, so we'll go right
Hey,
into it.
bets and bets.
Yeah, pretty much bets, and bets. So we'll go right into it here. We have the bracket up currently.
Oh, you got the
1 second. Yeah, we got it all pulled up.
This is for Major 1 CDL, by the way.
Major 1 CDL. We got the bracket up currently. As soon as my co-hosts have it pulled up, we'll get right into it.
Yeah, I got it up.
I got it up. You're good.
Right. So first off, we have Rocker against the Challenger team, which should be...
Well, it's going to be a blowout. No matter what, it's 3-0. I mean, no matter what Challenger team, I don't think they're stealing a map.
Absolutely.
Rocker's a solid team.
I think going into that, since Rocker has the number 1 seed, it'll be the one who qualifies last in Challengers. So
Yeah, they're gonna get smoked. I can't.
So cap.
It's not gonna be close.
That's going to be rough. Wait, actually, that's not even going to... Like, maybe... No, actually, no. They're not... If Rocker actually drop a map there, that's a bad look. But, like, also, Rocker has such an easy bracket going against LAG and Subliners. I feel like... All right, that bracket's just weak, to be honest. It's an easy quarterfinals. I mean
that's fair.
Yeah, true.
Second thing in that bracket is LAG and Subliners. Who wins that one? What are you guys thinking?
Subliners, I think.
Yeah, that's
Like,
subliners for me.
I think it's a good game, but I mean, Subliners probably pulled through.
Subliners.
Yeah, bro. The Bulldog's doing his thing, bro.
Alex Parsons
His mid is
the
actually
winner.
different in this game.
Yeah, I can't cap.
Nah, LAG's been looking kind of whack the past couple games.
Yeah, they've been weak. Also, Hydra dropping 39. I feel like Hydra's just on a different level compared to the subs on Gorillas. Hugh so inconsistent. I mean, but yeah, I feel like this side of the bracket, Group A is so trash. But like Rocker would definitely get quarters, I feel like, and if they can carry the momentum, they have a good chance in the tournament. I don't think anybody else has a chance, to be honest.
I mean, that's pretty fair. That's pretty fair, to be completely honest with you.
Yeah.
I just think Alex going to show up. Spart, I don't like, but Hook going up against the Bulldog. No, I think it'll be a lot better, but I got it 3-2 Gorillas. I think they take both.
Oh, no, that's a 3-1 Subliners.
3-2 Gorillas. All right, go down to the bottom. The third tier here. FaZe versus a Challengers team.
That's a 3-0. Slasher's not
easier.
dropping a map to a
Yeah.
Challenger.
Should be almost
Yeah.
easier than anyone Minnesota plays against, to be completely honest with you.
Yeah. Imagine simping a BZ and also Cell will have a field day, but just Slasher's been trash for sure compared to like the other three, especially in this huge AR meta. You'd assume he's better, but like just Slasher can't lose to Challengers team. No, he's on land. He's coming different.
If he loses to a Challengers team, does he retire?
No, he's not. Yes, he probably would say that on Twitter. He probably would write that before the match. He's not.
He
losing.
probably should, but he won't.
Yeah. If he loses to
Just
a
gotta hang up the
Challengers
sticks at that point,
team
bro.
with Sip and a BZ, does he retire? That's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. Wait, who? So Surge is against London, right? I mean, that's gonna be a good game.
Surge London? Yeah. So the thing is, London looked really bad against LAT. LAT's really good. Octane hit a collat to win an S&D. And if you listen to the Twitter space, Octane was doing his thing the entire game. And I think Sib has that ability to do that exact same thing against the Ravens. So I think it's going to be a 3-1 Seattle, in my opinion.
Oh.
Nah, I agree, bro. Surge's roster, although they're 1-3 right now, like they're stacked. I mean, Mac, Pred, Sib, and accuracy. I mean, I don't know. I feel like once they find the Kim, it's gonna go crazy, especially on land, bro.
That's wild that you said that, considering they've been together the entire last season.
Yeah, but like, look, they look shaky so bad. No, they look so inconsistent. They're shaky. Who knows who's gonna come out? I'm giving London 3-2. Shaky series at accuracy, and I guarantee, like Pred and Sib, yeah, they do their thing every series. But you could even see last year when they were on the team, if Pred and Sib weren't dropping high numbers, they were straight losing. Like, I have very low faith in that team to be a consistent high-tier team. Eventually, yeah, they'll be great just because they have Sib and Pred, but no, I also think accuracy is not the best.
I dislike that based off of the bets I made, and we'll go into that later. But ASIM is a dog, so we'll go into that later. All right, up to the top right, Ultra versus a Academy team.
I mean, that's another 3-0. I feel like Ultra is like one of the most dominant teams. Like, I feel like even talent as well as play, they're just so consistently good every year, year after year. And Scrappy just is a crazy man. Is going to be another. If a Challengers team wins a series, something's wrong. I feel like against Breach later, a Challengers team will win a map.
Yeah.
But they won't win a series.
What's good, Shane? What's good?
Oh, Shane's in here,
man.
Hey.
Chilling, bro. Get the goats in
my
there.
boy.
He said, the effing goats, no way.
Nah, bro. I'm sorry. Challengers aren't winning a single map. There's no way they're taking a map off Big Wake, Methods, Nero, and Vivid. There's no
We'll go
shot.
into that later, but I'm gonna go over why I think that.
No, I completely no. I feel like no. Challengers could take a map off.
Optic Mutineers.
No, that's Optic. But like,
No,
yeah.
I'm saying the next match is Optic Mutineers, and then we'll go into.
Well, we don't have to go in exact order, dude.
Well,
Okay.
it's Optic's gonna 3-0 it anyway, so we can just skip it.
I mean, yeah, maybe
Yeah,
3-0.
yeah.
Maybe 3-1 because their hard
Yeah.
point has been bad. Maybe a 3-1.
I don't know, bro. I think I say 3-1 or 3-0 as well.
Okay.
Now to what we want to talk about: Boston versus Challengers.
Yeah, I mean that I could see being a 3-1, 3-2, crazy, but like Breach will not lose, so I don't think it matters. Viv is just on another level, and they're not going to lose. But I feel like it could be closer than the other challengers. Like imagine out of those 4 teams, Breach, FaZe, Rocker, Ultra. Who are you least scared of? If you're a challengers team, you're preying on everything. You play Boston. Like, let's be honest.
I mean, anyway, it's going to be hard. I feel like this is really stacked against the Challengers teams right now, and I like a lot of the Challengers teams. The 4 I guess to go through are actually going through. So, like, if they're playing either one of the Academy teams, I think it'll be difficult. But other than that, I mean, like, some of them are nice. If anything, I agree with Shane. Shane just said the Challengers teams are at least going to take S&Ds.
I was just about to say that. I think it's going to be a 3-1. The only map's going to be S&D, only because it's the first seed team coming out of the bracket for the Challengers. And, like, I mean, you already know, like top AMs, their S&Ds, pretty gross, to be honest. But, like, the Hardpoint Kim in a pro match versus, like, a Challengers match is just different.
And
Or
pacing's so
even
different.
Respawn. Yeah.
Like you could tell, like even when like we all competed, you could tell the difference in pacing just from like tiers. Like when you're competing in scrims against teams that are top 4 placing on land versus top 12, it's completely different speeds of the game, especially in Respawn. I mean, S&D you might be able to steal some games, but just when the pacing's on another level, just because that's what you play against every single day, it's going to be noticeable, I feel like, in most games.
All right, and we're going to end this out with LAT versus
Legion.
And I agree,
LAT,
Shane.
you're going to smoke them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's not even close.
Yeah, I feel like we all have LA Thieves very high in our bracket, probably first or second in all 3 of our brackets. And I feel like Legion's probably last or second to last in every bracket. I feel like this should be an absolute walk in the park, cakewalk 3-0.
It's literally first seed versus last seed at this point.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, so just so you know, next we are going into the roster. So we're going to get the roster pulled up, everything like that. That's what we're going into next. Bracket, we've already said who's going to win. We'll get into who's winning the whole thing later. We got you. So this is, as we see on the screen, we now have the bracket up, the rosters up. Everyone who's on every single team with everything that's going on. Any teams jump out to you?
Honestly, I have a kind of question. Sorry to interrupt you, but like honestly, is there any team on here like just names alone? Who's the best team names alone? Like I'm not take away the roster, like take away like Atlanta FaZe. Don't read Optic. Don't read anything.
If we're
Just
looking
the
at
4
name
players.
tags. Yeah.
Just straight name tags. Who are you most scared of? Like seeing on the other side, not viewership, nothing. I would honestly. I don't know. Maybe Ultra. Like I feel see Slasher. I'm not scared of Slasher. Like the thing is, you put a BZ Simp, Celium, and my mom on there. They're still top 3. But like I'm just not scared of Slasher.
The problem is I am scared of Slasher. He's FaZe Slasher. He is back. And in a slow AR meta, FaZe Slasher. The problem is I do think that team is the best roster going off of names alone.
Okay.
I don't even think it's very close.
Okay. Doug, what do you think?
I mean, honestly, in comparison off of name tags alone, I have to go Optic Texas. I mean,
Okay.
I feel like Thieves, name tags, like, yeah, Envoy and Kenny and Draza are really gross with it, and Octane obviously is a turret, but, like,
Yeah.
I feel like their main thing is just the team chem and the vibes they got going on, whereas, like, Texas, you got Shotzi, you got Dashy, who's probably one of the only ARs who can keep up with Selling.
Okay.
Scum's
Yeah.
doing his thing this year. I mean, he's always done his thing every single year. That's why he's considered the king. And then, I mean, Ellie's just that in-game role, in-game leader, calling shots and whatnot. I mean, I don't know. I'd probably pick Optic over FaZe, to be honest, because again, kind of with what's like Brennan's point of view, just Slasher is not really doing it for me, especially when you have Alien and Dashy on Texas. But and I would say Rocker, but Vance doesn't scare me as a nameplate.
Yeah, if it was like, say Scump was over there, it would be by far like the best roster I've ever seen in my life. Like,
See, what about Ultra? Like, I think there's disrespect on Ultra. I think they're like nasty. No,
They are. Shane says Ultra, FaZe, and Thieves.
and Optic could sneak in. He said,
yeah.
yeah, which I agree with. I think those four are like by far the most. You look at other teams like Seattle. I mean, they have Sib and Pred. Max, all right. Accuracy has Ice, but he's not that great. You got Havoc on Florida, so that roster's already thrown to the wind. Minnesota is actually God squad as well, to be honest, Vance. Like I said, sometimes like not great numbers. He's kind of like a 0.9 guy, but it is the job. But Cammy Afro unattached, I mean, that's a dirty 3. I mean, I'd pick them over a lot of people.
The problem with Ultra, if we really think about this, just nameplate wise, we're not going into like how they are or nothing. The problem with Ultra is how much does Standy scare you? Kleenex has a lot of bad games, but also like insane games. Scrappy, we know what he can do, but he's also a rookie. And Insight being the main guy this year, I don't know. So I do love the Ultra team, but as a nameplate goes, just looking at the names, I'm not sure.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I rate them all very highly, like just off skill. But if you personally like have a lot of reservations on how they're gonna do, which is personally fine, but. I mean, the worst team, though, honestly, who's the worst, nameplates-wise? Gotta be Mutineers nameplates, right? Nameplates gotta be Mutineers.
Yeah.
Maybe Legion second after that, but Mutineers nameplates, like, you're reading, like, Vickle was great in Challengers last year, don't get me wrong, but hadn't proved himself yet, even though he's doing good. Brack, Challengers player, you know. I mean, we caught him on land. He's lucky he didn't play us. Major Maniac, I mean, he's all right. And then that team's kind of weak.
I mean, when you think about it, I mean, Brack has a chip. Major Maniac has like 8 second places. Havoc has a chip. But then you look at Vegas and you look at Clayster with 3 rings. And then you go from there.
I mean, Clay's got more wins than all of them combined, you know?
Yeah.
I couldn't put them on there.
I think next we have bets. If you guys want to get into that, who are we betting on?
Well, do you want to go over something like the group play just to see what the stronger groups are?
Yeah, let's. Do you have the group photo at all?
The one photo I have is the bracket. This is all the groups.
Okay, just yeah. You do have the bracket. Okay, just pull up the bracket then, and we'll just talk about like the overall group strength.
So since you guys are pulling it up, I feel like the one with. Let's go Ultra, Optic, Mutineers, and the Challenger team is the number 1 just because it's... No, Ravens. So, okay, FaZe, Surge, what? Ravens.
Well, no, what are you saying?
It's the bracket of death. Bracket of death.
No! Ultra and Optic in the same bracket? No one's getting out of that. Surge are not good. Ravens are not good. Neither team is good. That's the group of life. I would hope I get in that group.
I'd hope I get in the one with gorillas and subliners. Or
honestly, Group A, C, and D are all weak sauce. Like you have 2 great teams.
Bro, D, I gotta get Group C scares me because Surge could go crazy. London isn't terrible, and then FaZe is insane. But on the other side, like Optics, you get the Mutineers who suck. And then a Challenger team. So it's just.
But group of death means 2 teams that you can't beat. So you have Ultra and Optic. You can't beat them. I'd say no matter what other team you put in there, probably aren't getting out unless it's LAT or FaZe, maybe Minnesota. But like, and then you look at Group D. You have Breach and Legion. I would be confident. Like, I want to play them. And then FaZe just has FaZe. Seattle looks weak, even though yes, they have potential. They do look weak. And then Group A has Rocker, who's very strong. Group A is group of life.
Group A is where I want to be.
Honestly, any of them besides B is fire. Any
Yeah.
of A, C, or D is the way to go if you're looking for like to be a challengers team.
Yeah.
Either be first seed or last seed at this point, bro. Like,
Yeah, genuinely. A or D is the group of life for sure. I mean, if you pull like, you could definitely like beat a Legion and beat a Subliners, even a Gorilla. Yeah.
Rocker and
Okay.
New York are your dark horses.
Shane's
We'll
got
get into
Rocker
that.
as his dark horse to win it.
I don't know if they're a dark horse, but we'll get into that. We'll get into that. Don't worry.
Do we have a
actually,
power
bro, wait. Actually, as a challengers team, do you want to go into Group A, given that the first team you play coming out of that is Rocker?
I mean, no, because you'll get eliminated right away. It's not double
Yeah.
elite
It
for
is
challengers,
double
right?
right?
It's just
Yes.
for challenge.
Yeah, the 4 challengers are still in it. It's still double of them because look, they underneath it has 2 slots.
Wait.
People play each other.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. The only group I'd actually want to genuinely be in is Group D.
Breach
Breach
round
first.
one.
Group C, you have to play FaZe first. Group A, you have to play Rocket first, and then Group B, you have to play Ultra first.
But listen. Look at Doug. Listen to this. Group A, you lose to Rocker. No matter what challengers team is, you lose to Rocker no matter what. But you go down to losers bracket where you play against LAG or Subliners. That's a free win. And then you just go into the next bracket where you probably, I don't know who's next actually. Whatever next crappy team, probably Mutineers or something. But I mean, if you're Group D, yeah, I agree. You play Boston first, but then you lose to LA Thieves, and then you got to play against Legion or whoever won that last match. I mean, Group A and Group D are so easy. I can't lie. Group C, first match against FaZe, you would get pummeled.
Yeah.
And then,
Nah,
like I
I
said,
agree.
you don't have a chance against Seattle or Ravens. I don't think a challengers team is gonna have a chance.
I agree, but I don't think a team has a chance against any top 8 roster. I don't think they're going to win against any top 12, any of them at all, to be honest. But like, I don't think they have even a 1% chance against any 1 through 8 seeds. So
We'll just have to wait and see because it's gonna be crazy.
yeah, dude, imagine. Wait, actually, what happens if like one of these teams loses to a challengers team? Do you just fire a player right there and pick up a challenger? The challenger kid that smoked you.
And then the challengers team is just chalked. They just
Yeah,
won, and
actually.
it's over.
That's the problem, though.
Sorry,
Just
but that's
broken
true.
down from the inside.
I have it on a really slow time to skip, and we've been on this bracket for so long. It skipped to the next picture.
What was the next picture, though?
Just the rosters again, and then it goes straight into the bets. So if you want to go over your bets, we can jump right into that.
Okay, yeah, my
Atlas
bets first.
Atlas first. So
All right,
Atlas's
well,
bets are.
So my 5 bets for this week, I feel like they're all pretty solid. But after Pars kind of talked about, yeah, Octane was going off against London, kind of has me a little shaky about my first pick. But Octane has not been looking that solid, my personal opinion. Doesn't look the same level he usually is. So my first one's Octane's going to get less than 20.5 kills and map 1. I know they're playing Legion, but this is my reasoning. They're going to win the map. But I think Draza and Envoy and even Kenny, all 3 are so good that Octane's not going to get many kills. You know, that's my reasoning. I also don't think I think Octane is the worst of the 4. So
real quick, we are using prize bets for this.
yeah,
We're using prize picks for this. We actually have money on these games. We're looking through them. We're trying to figure this out. This is real. We're telling you what to do. You don't have to listen, but this is what our picks are for this week. For
yeah.
tomorrow.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest, just lock in all my picks because I'll probably go 5-0 every single week. But these are the 5 that I got this week. The only one that's slightly sketchy is the first one. All the rest are insta locks. So yeah, if you think Octane, if you're with me, that Octane is the weakest on the LAT roster, go ahead and lock this thing in because you're going to get free cash. Clay dropping less than 20.5 on map 1 against LAT. For one thing, they're getting smoked. They're against LAT on land. LAT has gotten 1 extra game compared to the other teams. Smoked London. They beat Optic. They're riding a high. They're one of the strongest teams, probably if not the strongest team coming in this tournament. Clay is going to get world starred. The man is a little bit too old. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. He's looking a little bit rough. He's very inconsistent. So I'm going to say he's getting world starred map 1 for sure. He's gonna think he's coming out nice. He's not. That's an insta lock. Number 3. Wait, boys, what do we think about number 2? Are we agreeing?
No,
I mean,
I agree.
I agree.
On map 1, it doesn't depend. It doesn't depend on anything. I think they're gonna come out and get insta fried. So I agree.
Okay. And then the third one is a pick that you probably won't get no money from it because I said if it goes game 5, Optic versus Mutineers, that Scump's going to get more than 7 in the search. which I feel like is more than reasonable. I don't think it's going Game 5. I think it'll be 3-0 or 3-1. But yeah, exactly. Then you just get your money back. It's not going to go Game 5. So if it doesn't go Game 5, you just get your money back. The pick doesn't matter. But I'm saying if it does go Game 5, Scumps get more than 7 kills. I feel like that is pretty accurate. I don't think if it goes Game 5, Scumps first game back. Pars, can you pull up Scumps tweet?
Yeah, I'll pull up Scum's tweet for you real quick.
This also came out after I made these bets. So it just happened to tell me when you got it up. I'll even read it aloud.
Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. Scum said the beginning of the end tomorrow. Gonna go out and give it my all. Brick by brick. I don't know why, but I had 4,000 likes within 17 minutes, okay? And just reading it myself, I was like, Scump is going to fry them so badly. So if it goes Game 5, I gotta give it to the King to get more than 7 kills in Search. He's been playing so well. I think he's the best team player on Optic. Him getting more than 7 seems more than reasonable, right?
Yeah, that seems fair to me.
If it goes to Game 5, yeah.
Yeah, it won't. I mean,
Yeah.
You guys think it's going to be 3-0 or 3-1?
Probably, I'd say 3-0 to be honest with you.
Yeah, 3-0 for me.
Jesus.
Mutineers just aren't cutting it for me. I don't know.
Yeah, they're trash. I'll be honest, they're trash.
I don't know.
They're so bad. Clay having 47.5, maps 1 through 3. Again, playing LAT. I think Clay's weak. I think Clay's a weak player. I think ProLoot's a weak player. I think TJ's trying to step it up, but he's a weak player. I don't know. I don't think their team's strong. I feel like LAT is my favorite team to win the event. So I'm definitely taking Clay under the 47.5 for the first 3 maps. You got to think about it. That's over 20 kills in both the respawns, plus 7 in the search. Not going to happen. And then my final pick, Sib, having over 21.5 in map 1. I feel like that's also a good pick. People forget that Sib was almost the rookie of the year. Like, he's actually gross. That kid is gross. He's going to come out and fry. And who are they playing again? It's London.
London.
Sib is going to fry them, okay? Sib and Pred, expect them to have great games in map 1. But those are my picks. Insta-lock all 5. I'm going 5-0 this week. If Scump's pick doesn't count, I'm going 4-0 this week. But I think those are all insta-locks.
All right. Dude, it's Octane 1 is just glaring.
He's not good this year. He's the worst on the roster.
I don't agree, but it's fine. I just don't agree.
Okay.
Doug's bets up next.
I mean, hold on. Who's worse than Octane on the?
Yeah, who's worse?
Honestly, this year,
No.
with how they're playing, that whole team's playing so good right now. Like earlier today, when I was listening to that Twitter space, because it's the only way we could even listen to what was happening, Octane and Ken were going off. The one name that never was mentioned was the Prince. It never mentioned was the
Okay,
Prince.
you like Envoy in the
we'll have
first
to see.
3 matches of the year was the best on the team, so that's crazy.
We'll have to see.
But even on the flank, like how they talked about Octane, like even Octane when he went on the flank was saying like, as long as I don't get absolutely fried, we win every map. So like, I mean, I think he understands he's the worst, and I think everyone else kind of knows he's the worst on the team right now. I don't know.
All right. I posted a poll to see if the people agreed with you, and they did not.
I mean,
You were the only person that voted.
To be fair though, like I guess this would be a better meta for him, given that Ascar is a slower AR and it's mega accurate. It just doesn't have as much random recoil as M4 does. So like that does fit his playstyle a little bit more. So maybe
I agree with that.
Maybe that helps him on land, and we'll see some crazy action at Octane. But I mean, for the most part, if he just plays like he has been playing, I agree with. He's probably not going to get more than 20 kills.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
To be fair.
Good. Looking good for me then.
I can't really argue that. We can move on because I can't argue that anymore. Doug's bets. They start out hot.
Yeah, I mean, again, back to what Brandon was saying, just about Optic versus Mutineers. I just don't see Mutineers as a threat to like anybody besides maybe Legion, and like
Literally.
Like, I don't know. I mean, Scum, again, I think he's the best player on the team currently. Or at least he's shown to be within the past couple of online matches they've played. And, I mean, you already know, first land on his last season, he's coming diffy, bro. Like, first 3 maps against the team, he's coming diffy. Like, he's locked in for sure. And then Shotzi, I mean, he's just permanently cracked. There's not much you can say about that, bro. Like, I think on S&D too, depending on the map, there's definitely buildings in which he just gets super ratty. You know what I'm saying?
My
No,
bad.
I
Shane
tried.
put a chat.
Shane with the greatest chat.
Self is top 2 on the team. He's not 2.
Yeah,
Keep going.
that's common.
Shotzzy map 2 with an over 7.
I agree with both picks. I definitely agree with both picks so far. The over to hit, yeah.
Okay, there we go.
You got the draws over.
I was trying to get the layout of the stream as well, so I could see what my boy Shane was saying.
There you go.
My fault. And then, who's LAT playing again? Are they playing Legion?
Some trash team.
Yeah, they're
Playing Legion, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. See, I feel like Jaws is just gonna absolutely hork on all of them.
Oh yeah, and Draز is nuts.
Yeah. I mean,
and he's an
but so-
animal.
yeah. Between him and Envoy, it's like I don't think anybody can handle just those two alone.
I
I
agree.
mean, I don't know. I can see him. I believe this was for. Oh yeah, it's on there. Map 1, so the hard point. I probably could have bet the control. I didn't see one on the betting site for control though. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I think he's gonna pop off. First map, I think he might be. You know, if he's the guy starting off hot for them, it's gonna be kind of raps. It's just gonna be 3-0 series if he's coming out hot and talking trash and getting up and pointing in their face and whatnot.
He usually is the one trash talking, anyways. Like you said, getting up
Yeah.
in people's faces. So you're right. I agree.
No lie, he's an emotional player, bro. If he pops off, if he starts off the weekend hot, I mean, the ball's gonna be rolling. They're gonna be looking good. But so yeah, those are my 3 that I thought, you know, like the net positive picks, and then my bottom 2 are actually the exact same as Brandon's.
We absolutely hate on Clay.
No shade, no shade, no shade to Clay, no shade. Like,
Oh, he's trash, man.
but like, bro, I mean, dude, again, like I just said, you're facing Octane, who has a scar on land. You're facing 2 crack subs, who again, if they have the ball rolling at this point, I mean, it's over for you. And then it's just like Kenny, you're not better than Kenny. Sorry, it's not happening. So yeah, map 1 through 3. I don't think he's getting a consistent like 20 to 23 kills in hardpoint with like a 7+ in S&D. I don't see that happening.
Yeah.
And then for map 1, well, yeah, like I said, I don't think I see him getting a consistent 20+ in either of the respawns. So I just assumed he wouldn't get more than 20 in the first hardpoint map.
Let me ask you this: if Clay comes out and gets 23 kills in the first hard point, are you sweating with that under on the 47.5? Maps 1 through 3.
That's 18 and then 7. 18 in the control and 7 in the search to beat it. Then is the lowest.
Nah.
Not at all.
No.
Man, it feels ice.
Yeah, I agree with Doug because he's gonna go super neg in one of the respawns, like 16 and 26.
Bro, like, yeah. Nah. Honestly, I think he's gonna go super neg map 1. That's the main reason why the whole reason why I made this bet is because I think he's going double neg map 1. And then as he warms up into the match and he's like, oh, okay, I remember what this pro LAN life is about. And he starts getting back into this into the scene of things, bro. He might drop some kills on the control. I can see him drop more than 20 on maybe the control.
That's so funny.
I would
And
agree.
then-
I would agree. To be honest with you, if he comes out slow, you're feeling great on both. Clay on land with no slide canceling. Shane makes a good point there. However,
Yeah.
Nah, I mean, that's a good point, bro.
LAT first, though. Like
Octane on land without slide canceling and a scar in his hands. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, we all know Clay knows how to get God tier internet, and he's looking terrible online. I mean, yeah, Clay's ICA, he's got 3 rings. Yeah, he's top 5 on the Mount Rushmores, but no faith in him. No faith in him, to be honest. He's going to get pooped on in one of the games. I mean, last year on Challengers, he even went negs on some of the lanes when he was there. Like,
Yeah.
if you look back on some of the Challengers matches when he was playing last year on the stations, he literally went neg on multiple maps, on multiple occasions, which, if he's going negative there, you know, good luck against Envoy, Draza, Kenny, and Octane.
On to the final bets. My bets: if you put $10 down on a 5 parlay here, you win $100. Just to let everyone know, because I definitely did that today. So I got the Skies over 48.5 through maps 1 and 3, because literally Skies can be the best AR in the league. He just needs a team around him, and he actually popped off last year, and I think he's going to do the same this year. Like, Skies is really good, and they're playing the Gorillas,
Oh
for
yeah,
their first game.
he might fry, bro.
So,
The Gorillas are also one of those teams that just are not looking.
48.5 is low.
For Skies, I do believe 48.5 is low. Brack, 48.5 again, but the under on maps 1 through 3. There's no way he's reaching 48.5 against Optic. There is zero way he's doing
That's a good.
that.
I don't know. In my opinion, that's a good bet.
I'm the only one that's gonna go against it. I think Brack's pretty good. I think that Brack's pretty good. If this would have been like a Havoc 48.5, I would have bet 30 Havoc ain't getting 30. Okay? But like I think Brack is one of the best players on their team. Second best behind Vickle.
Yeah,
So.
but the problem is the same with Clay and Temp and all them. They're going against a way better team. Like that's the problem.
Agreed.
Like they're gonna get 100 point.
100% agreed. To be honest, and yeah, that makes sense.
But to go with Shane said Sky's looking mid in qualifiers, sadly. Yes, that is true. However, NYSL always performs better on land. Hydra is crazy on land, and Sky's the past few years has been absolutely ridiculous on land. Like even when he was online, he wasn't doing great, but on land, he's been ridiculous. 3 though. Pred 53.5s, map 1 through 3. They're going against London, and I think Pred against ASIM. I think those two are absolutely going to run the map, and it's going to be insane the numbers they put up. I think Pred is a way better player than anyone London's got, and anyone who Seattle's got, to be honest with you. Pred and Sib, and I see them running it against London, especially with how London looked today against, how I heard they looked today against LAT. They got world start on the hard point. Octane got a collat in the S&D. Like everything I've heard, I think Seattle's running with that. And Optic Pred, exactly.
Maybe, yeah.
But
I agree.
Pred is an animal. 53.5 might be high.
It's pretty high, dude. That's
especially
like
with the
24.
I don't
got
know,
an SMG. So
I don't know. He's got to go against a sim, and a sim's been cracked this year.
we'll get to that in a second with the 5th one. The 4th one is y'all be hating on my boy Octane.
What?
Y'all be hating on my boy Octane.
Mainly
for
me.
No reason. Octane's going to put up over 46.5s through maps 1 through 3. Over 46.5 kills. He's going to go absolutely insane. He's going to do that dumb little head shake he does when he gets up. He's going to do all that, and he's going to be absolutely cracked out of his mind. I got that for Octane, which you guys disagree with. And
Okay, no, it's not even that I disagree. But like, I have my first bet is over. Basically, 21 kills are over for map 1. I don't think he's getting it. He can still hit your number because 46.5 is the lowest on the betting site. So basically, what they're saying is he's the worst player you can bet on. Which, because from stats, what they're showing on KD, that he is the lowest bet you could take. That was the lowest bet allowed for maps 1 through 3 is 46.5. So, I mean, yeah, he probably will actually beat that, but I don't think he's getting over 21 map 1. That was my bet.
Just their soaker. All right, Shane. We'll see. My bet. And then 5, everyone's going to disagree with this, but the way they played today, they lost 250 to 101. Of course, they're against the Thieves, but they lost bad. And like how I heard they looked was terrible. A sim under 22.5 kills on map 1. I think going up against Seattle and the players they have over there, they're a very composed team over there. Very, like, Sib is insane with the scar. He's going to pop 3 pieces. And map 1's going to be bad for the Ravens. I honest to God think that map 1's going to be bad. And they're going to pick it up because the Ravens aren't a bad team. So they're going to pick it up. But just map 1 against Sib and Pred, it's not going to look good. So a Sim, he has amazing games where he just pops off. And he has games where he's just like missing on the map because he dies so much. And I think that's what's going to be map 1.
I don't hate it because I could also see a world where Pred and Sib come out crazy and Seattle make a statement game 1, but I do think a Sim is their best player. So, and I also do think London looks better right now, but I didn't get to see the LA Thieves match, obviously, so. But I do have, I know the scores, but I don't know.
So I think I might be a little out of pocket on that one, but we'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll see. That's a 50-50 in my opinion.
Honestly, I think the Sim bet is more likely than the Pred bet. In my opinion.
The Pred one is so high numbers. Like, you got to think, like, that's 24 kills each respawn at least with a 6+ game search. I feel like that's hard in this game to put up those. But
if he gets that, he's probably going to be the MVP of the series.
Well, yeah. I went with that after watching Zuma's Flank today when Pred sat down in the black leather jackets, looking like $1,000,000, and he said he smelled like Versace. I was just like, bro, Fred's about to pop the off, man. It's
I can
over.
respect that.
It's over.
I think you should have went with my Sib 21 map 1 bet. I feel like that's safer,
It
and
is safer.
Sib's like on near the same level as Pred. I feel like that was a safer bet, but yours is more bold, which I respect.
At least I didn't go off on Clayster.
Yeah, you have Octane's back, which I don't know if that's the correct play.
I mean, bro, I do too. That's like the main reason why I have Clayster so so low.
Yeah.
Okay.
As an AR though, I gotta give it up to Octane.
Yeah. I mean, again, he's a big key as to why I have Clayster and the Negs both bets, unfortunately for him.
Okay.
Those are our bets. Take them, leave them. Put some money down on Prize Picks. That's what we just did. We'll see how they come out. We'll definitely be talking more about this. We're going to do a lot more of these in the future anyways. So now we're getting on to our power rankings, which we're going to tell who we think is going to win this as well. So first up, Atlas. Brennan, your power rankings.
Oh yeah. Okay. Is it on the screen?
It's on the screen.
All right. Number 1, LA Thieves. I feel like that's a safe bet. My dark horse is definitely Ultra. I don't know if that's a dark horse. That's what I wanted to pick, but I don't know how they're gonna flow and land together. I know LA Thieves, like the champions from last year. I feel like that's an obvious pick, safe pick. I mean, kind of cop out, to be honest. I feel like if anybody's gonna make a safe prediction, you have to put money down. I feel like everyone should put it down on Thieves. So that's my number 1. That's my gut feeling. Toronto Ultra, I feel like could come out and surprise everyone and just crush everyone. To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if either two of these teams won. And then Atlanta FaZe, I feel like you can never count them out. They're great. I mean, I just don't like Slasher. I feel like Arcades to Slasher is a drop down, that they actually got a worse player. But I mean, Slasher maybe 4 years ago, yeah, that's a big upgrade. Slasher today, not a big upgrade. And then Texas at 4 might be high. I mean, the thing is, I think Texas would have beat Rocker if they didn't. I put Rocker with an ER on all of these. Do they have ER? Or
No,
is it
it's just an R. But it's all
Okay.
right. We got this.
All 3 of these are typoed. All 3 of the power rankings are typoed. I will say sorry ahead of time. My bad. I'm not the best speller. Okay, Minnesota Rocker, I have at 5. I just feel like Optic Texas, all 4 teams ahead of them, I feel like are better teams. But the thing is, I do understand, like, if you look at the roster with Afro, Cammy, and Attach, all 3 of them standout players. All 3 of them great players. I feel like all 5 of those, if any of those 5 win the tournament, I'm not surprised. All 5 of them could win. Anybody else, I would actually bet the house that they have 0 chance. I don't think any team from 6 through 12 has a single chance of winning. So, just off skill right now where they're at, I put Boston 6, which might be high. And I put London 7, but I didn't watch the LA Thieves match. I know it went to round 5 in the control, and I think the S&D was 6-3. I don't know. I know it's in our Discord. I think it was 6-3. And then Subliners at 8 because they could turn it around. I feel like they actually could be a good team. They have strong players, obviously with Hydra as well. I mean, he's just ridiculously good. Even though Mordraba comes out against Hydra every single day. And then Seattle at 9, I feel like is messed up a little bit because they have Sib and Pred. I'm just not key on accuracy. And isn't Mac the 4th? Oh my god.
Yeah. I guess the 4th.
Yeah, but basically, I'm not keen on Mac or accuracy, to be honest. Definitely not accuracy. So they could stay at 9. But they could definitely move up to 6. Any of these teams could move through here. LAG doesn't look strong, doesn't look consistent. 10's fair. Mutineers at 11. I can move them down to 12 and Vegas beat 11. I think Vegas should never have beat Rocker. And even like Coach Looney came out and said like, hey, we're testing out maps. Like, we just want to expand our pool. If you look at our map, we were playing the exact same maps every single week. And going into Major 1, we just want to expand the pool. And makes sense to me. And I think Vegas got a lucky win. One of the maps were like so close, came down to the wire, and I don't think they deserved to win. And I think they are 11 or 12. I could see them moving up to 10. I can't see them being competitors. So I feel like mine's pretty solid in my opinion. I feel like this is the correct power ranking. Maybe 11 and 12 could be switched, but other than that, I'm pretty happy with it.
Honestly, I completely forgot that Looney was the coach of the Rocker, and now I wish I put him at 1.
It's ridiculous. Well, I misspelled it.
My
So
boy Looney.
That is your guy.
That's always been
That is
my
one of my
favorite.
favorite players of all time. It's a side
yeah.
list. We'll see if we agree with you. I know that Shane is saying Legion last. What the hell are you doing? But he also said that you and him are twins. I guess with the power rankings and how you.
It's probably with the Dark Horse Ultra. I mean, yeah,
6 through
12 is that, but I think 1 through 5 is pretty accurate. And like I said, I think all 1 through 5 teams could win.
Honestly, I feel like all right, we'll get into this, but I feel like 5 through 10 is hard to rank.
I think 6 through 10 is hard.
So we'll go on next. Next, I do believe is Doug. Doug, your CDL power rankings are up on the screen. You have a big change.
Oh, say less. Yeah, I do. I have Mutineers last. I mean, it's not like I've been talking absolute ish on them the entire time or nothing, but I mean, dude, yeah, I don't think they're. I mean, even against Legion, like again with Clay just being a 3-ring type of guy. I mean, a temp just alone, and then probably low-key the past couple games has been playing all right. Not the best at the beginning. I don't see Mutineers really competing with anybody. But to go back to the top, to start off at the top, I got Rocker winning it all. Not gonna lie. I mean, hey, now that I know Looney's the coach, it's just confirmed, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I mean, Attach and Cammy, I feel like are just two godly duo ARs. Afro's been doing his absolute thing with the sub online, to be fair, but maybe he gets a buff on land. We'll see. And then Bance has just always been in these situations, bro. I mean, Bance is not new to the league, obviously. He's that guy. He's a great objective player for them. He'll do the dirty work. He's a gritty player. And at the end of the day, like, I feel as though this team has a lot of chem. Like, it's almost like, even though Ultra, like, the past couple years before this new roster, I feel like they also had the same type of chem, where, like, it was unmatched, and that's why they were taking games away from, like, some of the top teams. It wasn't just because of their pure skill, but just their chem overall, and I feel like Rocker has that this year. Maybe I'm tripping on that, but that's just the vibes I've been catching so far. And then, I mean, the next 4 are pretty self-explanatory. Probably what you and Atlas both have as the top 5 again, just LA Thieves, Optic Texas, Atlanta FaZe, and then Ultra. You see me and you, Pars. I know yours isn't up yet. We have our 1 and 5 switched.
That is crazy.
Yeah, you're talking ish on Ultra right now for no reason.
Yeah, having Ultra at 5 with Atlanta and Texas above, I feel like
I don't know. I mean, again, it's just like, is the rookie gonna play good on his first LAN? I mean, like, I don't know. Is Standy and Kleenex gonna match Simp and the Beezies, the Scump and the Shotsies? We'll see. I mean, we're gonna see, but this is what I got going right now. 6, I got Boston Breach. They were looking hot at the beginning, but the past 2 weekends they've kind of fell off a little bit. But I mean, if they go on hot, I think Methods is looking for a get back this season.
Fair. I think they're going in as the 2nd seed.
Are they actually?
Yeah.
And yes, Shane, I did see Scrap at LAN when he was 12, and he was talking absolute ish.
We were there. Wait, no. We were there, Shane.
Yeah, what are you
all
talking
those
about?
viral videos, we were there.
Our
All
team
3 of
was
us
there.
competed. Wait, all 3 of us were at ETG against Scrap. When we watched him play, he was wearing New York Giants pajamas, and me and Doug were sitting behind him watching him. We were like, no way this kid's Joni. He had his legs up.
That was the New York Giants kid?
Yes.
I talked about him the other day. He had his legs up playing, just killing everybody.
That was Scrap.
Oh my God, Scrappy's been doing this since he was in children's pants.
Yeah, he was as young as us. He might have been younger than us.
He was younger than us.
Yeah, we'll see. But then, I mean, my 6 through 12 is kind of jumbled up. Honestly, like you guys said, I feel like it was kind of hard. I mean, 11 and 12, I feel like were pretty easy. Again, I just have Mutineers at the bottom and then Legion following close behind or close above. But like 6 through 10 was kind of hard for me to like sort out. I think I give subliners more praise than you two do. Actually, let me see.
I think I had subliners 8, right?
I think you
I had
subliners more praise.
Yeah, I had subliners 8. We won't expose parts yet, but I had subliners 8.
Yeah. But yeah, I think subliners are actually pretty gross. I mean, Kismet's been doing his absolute thing online.
That's
There's
true.
some times where he's just ego challenging everybody. He's not losing.
But
He's
isn't
just-
Priest still a question mark though?
I mean,
I think
yeah,
the
but
meta
like
works for him.
at the end of the day, like, yeah, he is a question mark for sure. He's the question mark of the team, but like at the end of the day, he's been in the league for so long. Like he knows what to expect. He knows what he's coming into. He has a squad around him that he doesn't feel like he has to carry. He's just doing his role.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think they're that honestly, any team below 6, this might be this might be an out of the ballpark type of take, but any team below 6, I think Subliners are the dark horse that could possibly make it into like top 3.
Seattle just got absolutely.
Oh no!
Nah, yeah, 100%. Seattle's not making a top 3, bro.
I don't think any of them can get top 3. That's why I was shocked. But yeah.
Well, that's why it's called a dark horse, right?
Shane agrees with you. Priesta. We got to think about last time Priesta was good was Black Ops 4, and that was the year of the ICR. That was the year of the Rampart, which I'm going to go into here in a moment.
Yeah, but I mean, just running down the line, I do think Surge is better than London. I mean, again, the past couple games, it just seems like a sim cannot carry them to dubs. And Surge, again, SM now has to play against 2 gross subs, given Pred and Sib, so we'll see. I think they're lower in standings. And then Gorillas, I mean, bro, the bottom 3 teams are basically all in their own tier.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, agreed.
I don't think any of the bottom 3 teams
are different for any of us.
Yeah, I mean,
They're
realistically,
all the exact same. Oh,
yeah.
never mind. Oh,
I think I might have one difference.
Yeah.
But I'll just give my reasoning, I guess, for the Gorillas, because I think the last 2 are pretty self-explanatory. But the Gorillas, for me, it's like RCD, like they kept the core 3, right, and just said, you know what, let's just get the best AR that we can, and you know, free agent. And RCD's is probably the best AR they could have possibly gotten by far. But I just feel like it's not fitting. It's not flowing. It's not fitting. I don't even know if keeping the core 3 was the right decision at the end of the day. We'll see. I mean, maybe Spart has a little event in him, goes crazy or something. Hugh, I mean, we all know Hugh's nasty, but
yeah.
There's some games where he's the best in the game in the beginning, and he's just not right now. Like if he turns that on,
Spark could have gone to Surge, or is he talking about RC? Should have gone. If RC's went to Surge, and
they'd be a
Accuracy
top
was
team.
up in his
Yeah,
head,
they'd be a top team.
We can go over those ifs and ands all day. Imagine if
Okay,
Attach and
sorry.
Cammy went to Optic. Like,
yeah, okay, we can move on. Sorry.
Nah, I don't know. Shotzi, Ilya, and Dashi, they've all played together for multiple years on end. I mean, you could be right. But anyways, but yeah, those are mine. I think for the most part they're pretty self-explanatory. Besides, maybe the one. See, it's weird because I think my 1 through 5 is more debatable than my 6 through 12. Whereas I think you two think the opposite.
I think your 1 through 5 is a little more debatable, just based off the fact that Ultra's 5, Minnesota's 1, Atlanta. I mean, I don't know. I agree that LA Thieves and Texas should be above FaZe. So I actually don't think that. I think your 6 through 12 is pretty debatable.
I think 6 through 9 is not debatable. I think, I'm saying like 6 through 9, all of them could switch. All 4 of them could switch any spot no matter what. Like, you could put any of them 6 through 9.
I mean,
you put Seattle 6, you put New York 9. I don't care. Like, you put New York 6, Seattle 9. Like, all of those I feel like could show differently at the LAN for me.
Yeah, any of the teams 6 through 9, like on a good day, any of those teams could be the best out of those 4.
Yeah. Agreed.
So it's like those are very flip-flop kind of weekend-based decisions, but just from what we've seen online, this is what I'm going with for this weekend.
The league's good this year, man. It's good. I mean, the league was
honestly, the teams seem pretty balanced for the most part, besides maybe the bottom 3 teams. But
yeah.
All right, we'll go on to the last part. My CDL power rankings. I agree with Shane when he said it earlier. Toronto Ultra will win this event, and I have reasons why, but I'll go over everything right now. So, Ultra first, Thieves second. I think Thieves are by far, I mean, they're coming in hot off of champs. They look good. They're not top 2 seeds, but like it's LAN. Draws the turns up different. Texas 3. Speaks for itself. Shotzi was sick the past 2 games. I don't know how many people know that, but Shotzi wasn't even playing from the compound the past 2 games. He was sick. So I think they get him back. They get him in. FaZe 4. It's phase. I mean, Slasher might be there now, but it's still a BZ simp, and yeah. Rocker at 5. Rocker is probably my second favorite team in the league, but just based off of their online and how they would have lost to Texas, and that they did lose in the final.
Rocker perfectly misspelled on everyone's CDL power rankings.
I love Seattle. I keep going over this. Pred is coming diffy. It's going to be... Boston is good. Boston is second seed. They've been good online. I need to see them in person. I need to see them because they could just be online warriors at this point. Who knows? It is Methods and Co. So we're going to figure that out. London Royal Ravens, Gorillas, and here's where it's different. Subliners I have at 10.
Yeah, you are hating.
Yeah, you're crazy.
Until I see them do something, they will be at 10. I think they won one game on online, and they played terrible last year. I know it's a different team, but until I see them do something on LAN,
they're 2-2.
They're 2-2. Well,
they're tied with everybody else in the middle of the pack.
I got Gorillas above. I got Alec Arcides.
No, him and Sparta.
Vegas. So we can argue about 9 and 10 should be flipped, but honestly that's like 1. And let me give the reason.
No, go ahead. Yeah.
Let me give the reason real quick for Ultra. Think back to the last time, and I thought about this with Minnesota, to be honest with you, and I almost picked them because of this. Think back to the last time we had a slow shooting, remarkably, insanely powerful AR. And think about the one time that got brought out in the game because it got GA'd right after that. LG won, I think, CWL Anaheim in Black Ops 4 because Classic used the Rampart. He was the only person who used Rampart. It was slower shooting than the ICR, but it was more powerful.
What's your point here?
So now we drop the M4, which is basically the ICR, and we pick up the Scar, which is basically the Rampart. It fits better with slow moving, absolute demons on the map, and that's what Ultra is. Absolute demons that can adapt to everything that happens on the map. Insight is slow back there with the AR. He knows every rotation, knows everything to do. And honestly, I think Scrappy and Insight are just going to take over the entire event.
I think you're faded.
Nah, I caught up. At first, you actually threw me off because you said something about Classic. You said something about Classic, and I was so thrown off. But then
also, Scrappy.
I'm tracking now. I'm tracking.
Scrappy can play fast. They are aggressive, straight M4, whatever you need. He's not.
He doesn't have to do that. I said he can adapt. Better than
but you got teams
wait. You're telling me he's pulling out the M4?
No. I'm just saying.
I'm
saying that Ultra is stronger.
I think Ultra is stronger, man. I think Ultra is stronger with the Scar. I really do. I think Insight will be better with the Scar than most people. A lot of people.
Okay. All right. Can I also just ask you to go over just like your roster comparisons between Subliners and Gorillas and really kind of break down why you flipped yours and I had mine?
Or even London being 2 above Subliners.
Let me go over that real quick. I liked what I saw from London over the matches. I really liked what I saw from London. Asim, Nasty was even playing well, which surprised. If Nasty played it like last year, I would have had them way down. They probably would have been 10. But even Nasty was playing well. They got 0, and they got who's the 4th on London at this point? I can't. Oh, Paul. They got Paul. Paul is so good. Like,
okay, but head for head, Kismet, Hydra, Priestess, Skies versus Neptune, Hugh, Spark, Arceus. Who's the better team?
That's what I'm saying, Shane. He's saying Subliners 3-0'd LAG when they played.
I was online. We're getting the land.
Okay.
You think Hydra's gonna be worse? You think Hydra, Skies, and Kismet are gonna be worse on land?
I can respect if you think Spark, and Arceus will carry them
on land. Spark has a chip last year. He did terrible on online and got dropped again. But on land, Spark got a chip because he was insane on land. Last year. Yeah, they won the Minnesota.
Right.
They won the Minnesota.
That's fair.
Yeah, break down the rosters for me then. Kismet and Neptune, Hydra and Hook as the SMGs. That duo combo, who's winning that sub matchup right there?
On
Kismet,
land.
Neptune, Hydra, Hugh. Wait a minute.
Yeah, Kismet, Hydra versus Neptune, Hugh. Who wins the 2v2 on land? Who's better on land? What sub duo are you picking if you're GM?
God, I feel like Hydra just gives everything.
Yeah, you have to pick
I
them.
feel like Hydra just gives everything there. As a duo, though, I like. Crap, dude. I don't know. Because Hugh is, like, historically, one of the best players in the game when the game first comes out. Historically, even in online LAN, Hook historically is one of the best players in the game.
Dude, you're faded.
So what I'm hearing is you think the sub matchup is relatively close, and then you just think Gorilla's 2 ARs are better than Subliner's 2 ARs, regardless of Sky's on LAN.
I can see LEG's ARs being way better. Like, if you think LEG's ARs are way better,
I
that's
don't know
fine,
about
but
Priest.
Subliner's subs are better.
I do think Skies is better than Alec and Spart. But the fact that he has Priest on his team, I'm taking the whole team into effect, and I think that LAG is going to play better on the map together with Spart and Alec back there.
They haven't even been playing well together online, though. It's been clunky. It's not smooth. Something's gonna change before LAN.
I'm starting to. As soon as this came up, I was like, wait a minute, I messed up. But now, I'm just going to keep arguing for it.
No, I respect it, because I honestly, personally agree that I think Spart and Alec are definitely better than Priest and Skies, and I would take them every time. Which I know, like Shane said, Skies on LAN, everyone's bringing up. Skies on LAN is good. I still think Arcades and Spart is better than Priesta and Skies, and I would defend that with you. But Hydra and Kismet are definitely better than Hook and Neptune.
Net really brought his stock back up last year, man. He sucked in the beginning, went to Challengers, was the best player in Challengers, came back and was fantastic. So Net really brought his stock back up.
Is he better than Hydra or Kismet?
The Bulldog has a lot of bad maps, man.
Is he better than Hydra or Kismet? Which one is he better than?
Kiz is better. Kiz is better. He's not better than either.
Okay, but is Hook better than either?
At right this moment, no, I don't think so. Yeah,
so that's what I'm saying. The
so
sub duo on New York's better,
but it's also a Scar meta. So I feel good about the ARs being the reason they're above.
Okay, that's fair enough argument, because I can also agree that I think Arcades and Spart, at least on paper, are way better than Skies and Priesta. Because I think Priesta is kind of trash most times, very inconsistent. Could be good, had high peaks, but it's kind of trash at sometimes.
Doug, what do you think? You still against me?
Yeah, no, I'm totally kind of against you, to be honest. I'm trying not to be like as anti your. I mean, I get what you're saying. Like Brandon said, on paper, I see Spartan Arceus as being better. But just given the weapon meta, I mean, giving Sky and Priesta a Scar, letting them play slower, allows. I mean, okay, let's break it down even further. Just weapon meta only. Having it switch from M4s to Scars, it's a slower meta because M4s are obviously quicker than Scars. This allows subs to fly around the map. I mean, bro, when the M4 was actually meta, you were getting beamed anywhere with the sub. There's a reason there was multiple series where it was 4 M4s on the map. And now that it's it's a little slower of a meta with the Scar out, I feel like Kismet and Hydra could do their thing even more. And on top of that, giving Skies that slower AR to play the lanes, play the positioning. I mean, don't get me wrong, RCDs too, but I just feel like that meta, the weapon meta just favors subliners heavy in my opinion.
See, that's what I don't know, man. Like, I think the weapon meta with dude. I go back and forth in my head. Honestly.
Okay. I feel like we've had a good discussion about it, and I see both parties, to be honest. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, hey, like I said, this show is mainly about sports betting. So hey, let us know whose picks you think are better or the best. Who's going 5-0 this week, genuinely, and whose picks are straight 0-5.
Yeah, I was gonna say after the first round, we're doing our bets for
Can you throw up everyone's picks and cycle through them real quick?
Now. I got Atlas right here. I just posted a thing in the chat. It's a poll. Who wins between the three of us? Ultra, Rocker, or Thieves? That's who we all picked. Who you guys think would win out of those three teams this event? I just posted.
Who's gonna win this event? Ultra, Thieves, or Rocker? And I feel like that's a good poll. I mean, I don't know. Like I said.
So here's the bets right here on the screen. We got Atlas's bets. Octane under 20 kills map 1. Clayster under 20 kills map 1. Scump over 7 kills if it gets to map 5. Remember, that's important if it gets to map 5. Clay under 47.5 maps 1 through 3, and Sib over 21.5 on map 1.
5-0 week. 5-0 week.
5-0. Doug's bets on the screen right now. Scump over 51.5's map 1 through 3. Shotzi over 7 kills on map 2. Draza over 22.5 on map 1. Clay under on everything. Just pick the Clay under. just go ahead. Clay under. It's not gonna work. Clay under and everything.
Lock those in.
What do we
baby.
think? We thinking the 51.5 kills from Scump is gonna kill it. We thinking the
Lock
7
it
kills
in,
from
bro.
Shotzi. Lock it
Lock
in.
it
He's going
in.
5.
Lock it all in,
We are
bro.
keeping track of scores as well, ladies and gentlemen. We are keeping
Yes,
track of
we
scores.
are.
Thinking about doing a pick'em as well, keeping track of who wins the games. And Shane's got Doug with the dub.
Let's go. Good.
Shane also predicted Ultra wins the entire thing. Thank you for that.
You
Shane.
put up that poll, and as soon as Shane picked, you closed it.
No, I only had it up for 40 seconds. Pars, me. All right, my bets on the screen now are as follows. Skies, yes, the Lanimal, 48.5 for the over maps 1 through 3. Brack, the under 48.5. The kid is back. Hasn't played an event since Black Ops 4. Under 48.5's maps 1 through 3. Pred, over 53.5, which might be a bit insane. Octane, over 46.5, which neither one of my
Look,
co-hosts
look. If you can't get the 4th one, that's a problem.
And ASIM, 22.5, map 1, under. Honestly, we're looking at 3 out of 5, but I'm going 5 out of 5. I win every single one.
I'm not gonna lie, the sneakiest pick, which I regret not doing myself, is the Skies 48.5. That is a steal pick, I believe. I'm not gonna lie, I think that's a steal pick. I think that's guaranteed to hit.
But those are our bets. We're going to be keeping track of that all season long. We're going to do a lot more of these. And honestly, this is what we're here to do, man. We're going to do LCS as well as soon as League starts picking up. We're going to go over all that stuff. And we're looking at a 3rd game. If you have any ideas on what we should do for the 3rd game, I think we were thinking Valorant.
No, we're all. I think we're leaning towards Regular League.
Sorry, if I can interject.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just to clarify, all of these bets are purely for tomorrow, Thursday's matches. Friday, when we have another one, those will be for Friday, Saturdays, and Sundays matches, so it'll be a totally different thing. But yeah, these are just coming into the Thursday matches of the bracket.
Yeah, good call here. You guys good if I wrap it up, or we got
wrap
anything
it up.
more to go over? All right. Well, like I said, like we already went over, this is our first episode of this. There's gonna be hiccups along the way, but we're here for sports, esports betting. We're gonna bring it more into the scene. We're gonna win money. Y'all are gonna win money. Look, we're gonna lose money. You're gonna lose money. Okay. Hate to say it. Okay. But if you did enjoy these streams, it's gonna be coming out most likely Monday, Wednesday, Friday, starting next week. We'll probably have another one going out Friday. We'll do late night hours, probably for 2 hours. We haven't set exact schedules yet, but if you liked it, don't forget to follow the stream. Leave a subscribe. W stream. I'd love to see that in the chat. I'm going to post all these to YouTube. There's going to be clips. There's going to be links for further streams. I hope you all enjoyed this. This has been a good time. And this has been League Pickems. We're out of here. I can't wrap it up better than that. Give me out.